But despite the new plan by the White House, there is no hope of having your thousands of dollars in student loan debt wiped out.
10 TV's Richard Solomon spoke with a couple of people who are paying back their loans. He's live tonight on Ohio State University's campus with this story. Richard.
Well, Yolanda, Andrew, the borrowers that I spoke with say yes, it is disappointing with what the Supreme Court ruled. But one borrower tells me this is why having a plan is important.
For the last 3 years, student loan payments have been on pause, but soon they will start up again and no debt will be forgiven. The Supreme Court blocked President Biden's student loan forgiveness plan.
Growing up not knowing about how those things worked, I signed up for all of them really to afford college, but also to afford like housing and living expenses.
Donald Fulham and his wife have nearly $100,000 in student loan debt. He graduated from Miami University, and higher education was always the goal.
Having to pay those back on top of, just our main bills like rent and, life insurance and things like that, I'm gonna be broke.
The Biden plan would have wiped away $10,000 per person or $20,000 if you received a Pell Grant. For Matt Backus, this didn't come as a surprise.
I'd say disappointment, but I wouldn't say that I was hopeful.
He's a graduate of The Ohio State University, and all 4 of his years he took out loans. But he says he's been paying on them ever since, including while payments were paused.
That was not a signal that anything was going to be canceled. So at some point, it's going to resume.
His advice is simple to borrowers or future borrowers. Having a plan is key.
Formulate a strategy so that you don't have to rely 100% on student loans. And then if you have to do loans, make it as small as possible and start your repayment plan as quickly as you can.
And borrowers are not expected to start paying back those loans until later this fall. Of course, we'll keep you updated on this story. For now, reporting live on campus, I'm 10 TV's Richard Solomon.